Pageantry takes you away mentally from the reality that permeates the society of brick, steel, rust. Whereas, like other societies, the buildings used to be made of gold, made of precious stones and lapis and stuff like that. And in this society, the buildings are made out of rust and miry clay. So it stands to reason that it is a program, it is an indoctrination, it is a seduction, and it starts when you're innocent as a child, to where you see like the 2-year-old on the floor throwing tantrums and kicking and screaming because it can't have the thing off the shelf. And then once it acquires it, then that takes a back seat to the new thing. It's sort of like a new pair of shoes. Someone has like $300, $400, $500 500 pairs of shoes. Sort of like the Marcos. Amelia Marcos had clothing that was never opened, but she had rows and rows and thousands of items of this, and it was never enough because they're trying to fill a spiritual hole with material things, and the material things don't suffice. It all comes down to the basics, what you were fed, and what you gravitated toward as a child, and what was fed to you by these adults who were psychologically breaking you down and gaining your interest in their machinations over your humanity. People have chosen machinations over humanity. They've chosen things over humanity. They've chosen things over people. And they decorate their houses, and you see their collections behind them, and they display them proudly in uniformity. It's sort of like the bottom line is, were you created or did you devolve from ape? And people are choosing sides. They're believing in the survival of the fittest. They can drink from puddles and inbreed like animals. And then there are the creationists who have so many spiritual leaders that even that has conflicting sects and sides that people choose to war over, to the point where you get these zealots who believe that, well, the Valhalla ideology, it's like die with the sword in your hand because there's a better life for you because of the fact that you were a murderous despot, stealing, killing, and destroying. And the more you steal, kill, and destroy, the better off your afterlife will be. So if you look at the reality of this, we are decorated in decadence and destruction and mind rape and the rape of humanity. And these people are out here permeating their lies, those who have become, quote unquote, our leaders, who are really our employees, because to ensure these rights, governments are instituted by men deriving their just power from the consent of the governed. The consent no longer matters, only the agenda, and the agenda is steal, kill, and destroy. And you can see it from childhood in the comics: obsession, possession, covetousness, etc.